Hello everybody and welcome back to today's installment of How Bad Can We Make Things for Ourselves? Alright, so it's Thursday night. We are at Galat Motorsports Park, someplace you haven't seen us race at before. It is an 8th mile track, but it's a very nice brand new facility. You can see that scoreboard behind me is pretty cool looking. We decided to have Thursday night testing tunes, and Sharon got to work early, I got to work early. And we decided to come down here and get some more testing because, as you saw in our last video, the testing at the Rock didn't go so great. We were having way too many things. We were changing too many things at the same time. So tonight, we are only changing one thing, and that's tire pressure. Launch RPM, shocks, everything else is all staying the same until we get consistent runs, and then we're going to move on to the shocks, and then we can change launch RPMs from there. So tonight we are just changing tire pressure and trying to get consistent runs. We might get 3. We're really lucky we'll get 4, but probably only going to get 3 runs tonight. So let's get into it. Alright, so I know what I said, and that we're not changing the RPM of the launch, we're just changing tire pressure and all that stuff. But after looking at the log and consulting with a couple other people, we noticed a couple little inconsistencies in certain things, like, you know, what Sharon was doing with her foot and what the launch RPM was. And yeah, they're not going to move, you may have to go around them. So we are going to actually change the RPM of the launch to try to see if we can get consistent readings with consistent driver inputs. So I don't know what's going to happen, but we are going to change things around a little bit. Alright, one more shot for this evening. We're going to try to give it 1500 RPM, same everything else, just 1500 RPM. Okay, Galat testing part 2. So we got 3 runs in last Thursday. We didn't have a whole lot to do before race week, but we didn't really prove a whole lot when we were at Galat this past time. So part 2, we're going to play launch at 1500 RPM because that's where she got her best time on Thursday. And now we're going to play with the tire pressure and see if we can't get something dialed in here tonight. As expected, exactly where we left off. It was 200ths or like 100th and a half faster, but 666 with a 6. So we're gonna go up the tire pressure a couple pounds because she did not lose traction at all. That was a whole lot of 6s there.
Yeah.
6, 6, 6, 6, 4 of them at 105.51, I think it was.
Something like that. Yeah. I think I was close to 1500. It was close to 1500. Felt a little weird at the top of the end of the track. I don't know if it's just because it's hot and there's cars running or whatever.
Track is like brand new.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
What do you mean it felt weird?
Just like, you know, I had to steer a little bit.
Steering's fine. That's what you have a steering wheel for.
Right. So.
All right. Nothing funky. Did you manage to plant your foot?
I think I did.
I hope you did. I mean, 668 last time, now 666, the way it is now. So.
Right. I mean, in my head I kept going, stab and go, stab and go, stab and go, stab and go.
We'll see. Cool down time. Well, that was a lot of 6s, but it's hot, like real hot. Like it says it's 84, but I feel like it's much more than that. The DA is high, not quite as high as we're gonna see when we're in Bandimere, but it's high. So to run all 6s in that DA before we make any changes, we're good with that. So now we're going to change tire pressure only. I'm going to stick to that this time. And who knows? Let's hope for 659.
Issues. Couldn't get the GoPro to go on for some reason, so sorry about that. The first one was 6.66 at like 105 something. This was, I believe it was a 661 at 106. So we're making progress.
Well, there we go. That's a full tenth from where we were last week in the 8. That's 2.5 tenths in the quarter probably, so that would have been back down to like a 10-1 something. That's what we needed. Tire pressure is the answer. Who'd have thunk? Me, like I said last week, but still didn't do anything about it. So we're not going to pay attention to that. And we're going to go cool the car off and up the tire pressure again because she didn't spin. There was some weird sound at the end. I'm not sure if the car popped or if she locked up the brakes or something happened. So we'll see. What was that?
Better.
Yeah.
We're making progress today.
Half a tenth.
Woo!
Did you lock the brakes up? What was that horrendous pop? Was that her?
I mean, I don't think it was her.
Are you sure it wasn't somebody doing a burnout behind me?
It might have been somebody. All right, I heard a horrendous pop.
Pop up here.
I thought either the car backfired or you locked up the tires.
No, we were down here. There was no pop down here.
Nothing?
Yeah.
All right. Say hi, Clint.
Hi.
Hi, Sarah. Yeah, you're going to be on YouTube now. It's all right. I only have 60 people that are subscribed and like 20 people watch. 60. Oh, yeah.
Do what?
I don't want to know what that means at all. All right. Guess what we need to do? Up tire pressure. You didn't spin at all.
No, it felt good.
Yeah. 661. That is a half a tenth faster than you run before, and it was 1/10 faster than you ran last week. So.
And it was a 14960 foot.
You're back in the 1460 foot.
Yeah, so it was like half of 1,000 faster. It was a 150 something.
Yeah, you're a little bit faster there, but we're picking up at the top end because we have less rolling resistance because the tires are higher. So up higher in the tire pressure. All right, run number 3 went up tire pressure a little bit more again. Right now I got them set at 23 cold. So that's the highest we've ever ran the tires, and we've only done a 1200 RPM launch with them. I'm hoping though that with the addition of the shocks that we're going to be able to launch a little harder, because we're not going to have a rebound issue anymore because we've got the shocks kind of sorted out. But I don't know. The stage lanes are getting a lot more packed. There's a lot more hard tire cars here that were here when we were running before. So we're just gonna see what we can make out of it. See if we can get it to light up a 650 something. That's the next goal. So stay tuned. Here we go. Alright, went a little backwards there. I don't know what that was all about. It sounded like she might have spun tires off the line, but I don't know. So we went to a 669, which is actually slower than what we ran last week. So something has to be off. I'm not sure what it was. But the good news is that they're open till 11. So we're going to run at least one more, probably two more times tonight. So we get two more chances to dial this thing in, which is awesome.
Fluttered my foot. I think the time went back to 669, so I don't know if that was a me thing or I'm not sure. I definitely didn't spin. Whew. So I'll have to look at the log and see what happened there. So that's a little disappointing because we're making some steam, but they're going to 11 tonight, so we might get still another 2 runs. So that's cool.
You need a moped.
Dude, I so need a moped. I do. What happened? You said operator error?
I think I might have been operating.
What do you think happened?
I think
Stuttering your foot ain't gonna get you a 10th hours.
I don't know. Everything else felt fine.
Okay.
So the only thing I can think of is
Well, we'll see in a second here.
Yeah.
Because it was down a lot.
Yeah, it went
60 foot?
154.
So it was down everywhere.
Same mile an hour.
Yeah, okay. Let's check it and see what happened. All right, run number 4. Last run was a little bit of operator error. It happens. We're not going to hold it accountable, right? Yeah, Sharon screwed up. But yeah, so we're going to go up. We didn't change anything. We're going to try to get a good run with what we already had loaded in it, basically. Which is higher tire pressure, same launch RPM though. So we're gonna try that and see what happens. It looks like the staging lanes are empty, so that means we might be able to get up there and run like quick fast. So that could be good for our IAT2s. We'll see in a minute. All right, 663, so we're pretty much right back there where we should be. Gonna check the logs. I think she might have wavered her foot a little bit on that one again, but not a big deal. Just means that the tires can hold it, the track can hold it. So we're actually gonna go up in the tire pressure, I think, and we might wind up tightening the suspension. I don't know.
That launch felt a little better than it did the last couple times. Had a little pep.
So walking back to the car, I see Sharon's actually got like 4 people around here. It's like fans that are just coming over talking about the car. So in a little bit, we'll see what she thinks about that. I'm gonna check the computer logs. I think she might have wavered her foot a little bit on that one, but we're still gonna go up tire pressure and risk it and see if we can kick the tires off this thing. find that upper limit again.
Yeah, I just, my mind, stab and go, stab and go, stab and go, stab and go. Like if you were listening to my internal monologue, that's all you would hear.
Two-step. Who needs a two-step? She does. She needs a two-step.
I'm thinking we're gonna need a two-step.
Two-step.
You need to get a sponsor.
I know of a roofing company that might need some advertisement.
Oh, I might got you.
We might be willing to do that.
Might be willing to do that.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
might have to put a sticker on it.
A magnetic one, so I can take it off.
Oh shit! No, it's gonna go on. It's gonna go on the back window.
Something like that. We're gonna adjust tire pressure, wait a little bit. We're going for one more shot. All right, last chance. About 10:30 tonight. This is the last run that we are gonna get before Rocky Mountain Race Week. It's the last chance we have to do anything. And I got the tire pressure set at 25, and she's gonna be launching at 1500 RPM with any luck. Tire pressure at 25. It's either gonna go fast or it's gonna spin the tires right out of the hole, and we'll know we've hit the upper limit of the tires, and we know exactly where we want to start when we get to Great Bend in about a week. Right, it's a week.
Not even.
No, yeah, it's not even. Yeah, well, no, we're gonna be at Great Bend Friday night, and then.
Oh yeah, I guess it's going to be a week by the time it starts. What is this guy doing?
Avoiding those people over there. So let's see what happens. Let's see if we can maybe get it down to that 650 number, or she spins out the hole. One of the two. But either way, it's going to be a good time, and we're going to do our best here.
In the tires. I didn't spin.
All right, perfect. So 662, same as the 661, 663 is where she's been all night. So no real fluctuation. We're about half a tenth down from where we were last week, but the DA is exactly the same tonight as it was last week. That was with 25 pounds of pressure in her tires. Probably feathered the launch just a little bit. She's still another 149 60 foot. But I think we're good there. We're consistent. So now I think it's time that we're consistent. We have the tires, we have everything good. I think now it's time to really start tuning the shocks in. So once we tune the shocks, might be able to go a little bit faster. But the thing is, with this tire pressure being so high and her being able to launch like this, she's gonna pick up mile an hour on the back end. She's going 106 to the 8th, which is faster than she has been going to the 8th. Being it's a quarter mile car, it's geared for quarter mile and all that stuff, it's gonna go faster to the quarter mile when we have more mile an hour in it. So if you notice, I mean, yeah, 661, 662, 663, but the mile an hour is 105, 105 and a half, 106. Now that last one was like 106 and a half. So the mile an hour going up, she's gonna back half harder and we're gonna go faster. So I think that right now she's probably sitting about 10-1, 10-2, low 10-1, high 10-1, low 10-2. I'm in a quarter where we're sitting now, and we still have the shocks to adjust. So we're in a good spot for race week.
It felt like the front was carrying more, or I lifted, I don't know. It felt good though. Not the limits of tire pressure though. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever run that high of pressure in my tires before. We're at 25. Wow. I hope I didn't lift my foot. I thought I slammed it.
All right, so we talked a little bit, but I was explaining to Sharon because she didn't realize that the car is shifting right at the 8th mile, but it was a good run. 25, 26 PSI, whatever, I haven't said that, I don't remember. I think it's 25 cold, 26 hot. Will be held. And because we're shifting at the 8th mile, you're going faster mile per hour at the 8th mile, so I think we're good. So, Rocky Mountain Race Week coming up next. Actually, we're probably going to video us trying to get the trailer in the trailer.
That's going to be interesting.
So, that's probably going to be coming up next. But thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later, and share it with your friends. Let everybody know we're going on race week. We're gonna have a week's worth of cool footage. If anybody wants to kind of follow along with us, I know that people that are subscribed want to see it. A bunch of my friends want to see it. I'm sure that a bunch of you guys want to see it that I don't know, but we're gonna have a good time. We'll see you.